Assistant coach Brody Halewood up in the booth with us. And Brody, let me start off by just asking you about the impact that Owen McNeil's performance had on this team here tonight. I mean, not only is it obvious he chips in with those 3 goals, but what kind of an effect did he have on the rest of this team, especially down the stretch in the third, where we really saw guys come out to play and leave it all out there on the ice?
Yeah, no, I thought he was great tonight, obviously contributing on the score sheet, which was huge for him. But yeah, no, just consistently working down low at that puck, his puck protection, bringing guys with him, dragging the rest of the team into the fight. He was huge for that tonight.
And then that empty netter from Jagger Tapper, the kind of play that if he misses the net, as a coaching staff, you're probably pulling your hair out, but he absolutely buries it right down the middle. And you could tell he had just enough time. He was a guy who's kind of been snake bit through this series in the sense that he's generated so much but hasn't really gotten rewarded for it. How big, obviously, was the empty netter, but for him in particular to be the guy who nails it from that far away?
Yeah, no, it was huge. And you know what? He's been playing good too. So hopefully that gives him a little bit of an extra boost that we're looking for to really ignite his game here.
The biggest thing coming out of Game 1 for this team defensively was obviously just cutting down on mistakes in the defensive zone. And it seems like, obviously, you guys have harped on it. It's gotten better and better as this series has gone. And who did you maybe see, and in what ways did this team do such a better job of, A, not making as many mistakes to give Brooks opportunities, but when they happen, because they're always going to happen, you guys recovered from them pretty well in this game too?
Yeah, no, and I thought we did limit the amount of mistakes and amount of chances against us tonight. But, they're obviously always going to happen, and when they did, I thought we were super desperate to get back to the net and helping each other and recovering for each other here. But I thought that one thing we did really well was we were really good on the neutral zone blue line. We were cutting out speed from them as they like to come through that neutral zone flying, right? So, yeah. One
thing we were talking about a lot, though, is at the other end of the ice, the forecheck tonight. I mean, your ability to put pressure on Brooks, and it's kind of been the same story every time you've played Brooks. Dicer says it before every game. You've got to be in there, heavy, hard on their D, etc. How well did especially your big guns do at creating opportunity and just denying Brooks the ability to come into your end, because they finally had a lot more trouble back in their end?
Mm-hmm. I thought we were super relentless on that forecheck, and I thought big part of that, obviously, being fast and first to pucks and second to pucks too, getting second guys in there. But we had really good sticks and the ability to turn pucks over with using that hand and just loosening plays up for each other.
Final thing for you, the job isn't over. You've been in this exact scenario like you were last year, but I kind of like the way this team has played, even in the games that they've lost, as compared to how the series went last year. So how much confidence does this give this team going into Friday night's Game 5, and what are the big keys to try to take that lead in the series against a team that is going to be giving you an awful lot in front of their home fans?
Yeah, for sure. I think we just have to keep this momentum coming, and especially in that first period, really, really bring it and bring the speed and that same forecheck and, locking down that neutral zone. We have to keep that going. We can't really have a little bit of a letdown there because they are going to come heavy for sure.
No question about it. Well, Brody, appreciate this as always. Congrats on the big win.
Awesome. Thanks, Tyler.
Now with tonight's first star, Owen McNeil. And Owen, heck of a game for you, obviously individually, but just as a team, how would you describe the way that you guys played today that not only gave you a win to tie the series, but to do it so convincingly against as good a team as this is?
Yeah, that was our biggest thing, is find a way to get one in their barn and then one in ours, and now it can go either way. So I think it's a huge game for us moving forward, and they bounced back well yesterday, so it was key for us to bounce back well today, and like I said, now it puts us in a good spot, basically 0-0. So we're looking forward to the next one.
Take me through that first goal of yours, kind of an unexpected situation for Brooks to have that puck come straight up the middle. It's almost tape to you, but tell me how you kind of picked not just the perfect spot, but the perfect moment to get that shot away to open the scoring, and how big that was to lift the team in the first.
Yeah, you never really get those too often, so when you get a chance like that, you got to try and make it count. And I saw the guy kind of come out and set a screen for me, so I just tried to shoot around him, and luckily the goalie didn't see it, so it was nice to kind of have that self-screen, and then fortunately, obviously, I went in.
And then on the power play, that was such a big breakthrough for the team, and it comes from Sam Hall just doing the usual thing, getting that puck toward goal, but you're perfectly positioned to deflect that one in. How did you set yourself up so well to get that second goal?
Yeah, we've been struggling on the power play. They have a great PK, and they come hard, so our key was just moving pucks around fast and get them out of position, and we kind of rotated sides, so kind of messed with them a little bit, and then obviously, like you said, Halsey made a great play to the middle, and I just tried to get a stick on it, and fortunately it went in, and it was a great play from him and a good job by our group.
Third goal was kind of off their guy and in, but I'll pretend that was exactly the way you drew it up. Tell me, though, about the overall mood of the team right now, and especially when you come into a game like this, probably a lot more pressure on you guys than there was on Brooks in this one. What did you think as a veteran guy on this team of how your team stepped up to the plate, and how did you as a veteran player try to help steer them to the right mindset for a game like this?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing in series is you got to have a short memory, and yesterday, obviously a loss, and you can't be upset about it. You got to move on quick. So today it was just playing the same way, trying to get in front of the goalie's eyes. He's been great so far, and obviously today we got a little more towards the net in front of him, and it was nice for it to go in. So I think just the biggest thing was short memory, and trust the way we've been playing, and things will work out. And like I said, they're a good team, so you got to pick them apart when you have the opportunity, because it doesn't come very often. So like I said earlier, it sets us up pretty good now for kind of the start of a series again.
Yeah. And then, of course, coming up on Friday night, you want to build on what you've done here. And just a final thing for you, tell me a bit about how you guys approach that game with a quick turnaround, knowing I'm sure there are things that you still want to tighten up, still want to get better at, but with the way the forecheck worked tonight, the way the power play broke through, it seems a lot of what you guys want to get better at, you've been getting better at heading into Friday.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're a fast puck-moving team, so that was the biggest key, is getting behind them and get on them quick so they can't make plays. We did a great job of that tonight, and I think can't really change moving forward. Against a team like that, if you give them time, they make plays. If you don't, they kind of get annoyed with it. So that's kind of our biggest key here, and our biggest strength is just playing fast below their blue line and down in the corners, and making sure they don't have time to make plays. And obviously it worked tonight, and I think that'll be the key for the rest of the series.
Appreciate this, Owen. Congrats on the 3 goals. Good luck on Friday.
Awesome. Thanks.